Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Team Fortress TV. We've got some South American TF2 coverage tonight with myself, Fog, and the wonderful Kurt Truktruk Ross on camera. And these two teams are going to meet up for the second time in a row, I believe, with Monster coming out on top last season. And some crazy stuff is going to be going down tonight. Fog, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing alright. I've had a nice week. You know, Christmas is coming. Finished up all my shopping. Very happy about that. And, you know, this game is going to be pretty exciting for me because I don't know anything about Brazilian TF2, or South American TF2, I should say, because I'm not sure if all of these players are actually Brazilian. But Power, on the other hand, I know a lot about Power. Power is a hell of a force of nature, and him on Sniper, at least with that high ping, is unbelievably frightening. And, you know, with that low ping, I'm excited to see how it goes, or if any other players are like him. And I also want to point out that one of the teams, they have the tag Hue right there, and you know, I expected literally just as much, and I love it. You right there, Fuck?
Yeah, I'm all good. So we have for the Monsters team, we have Ole, and we have Majesty on Roamer and Pocket, Prod on Medic, Tiger King on Demoman, Ezio on Scout, and Power on probably going to be Sniper. Both, well, it's supposed to be Scout, but you'll probably see him more times than not.
No way! This is the finals, Fuck! The finals! You can't snipe the whole time in the final.
Sure you can.
Oh, yeah. Who else we got on these teams?
And then on SemSkill we have Ninja X and Sinval on Scout, Kemp on Pocket, Coringa on Roamer, Coringa probably, The Last Noise on Medic, and Oh My God Zors on Demoman.
Alright, well, I don't really know most of these names. I know actually Sinval I've seen around for a while. I don't remember exactly where I've seen him. I know I've seen him in Pug. There's actually been a lot of Brazilian players coming into Pugs lately. Somebody named Power as well. He's been sneaking in there. Everybody thinks he's Power, but he's not. And these teams, there's 12 in the server. They should be ready to go, so I'm expecting them to be readied up any second, and we're going to get this magic going. And Fog, what do you think is going to happen here? Who do you think is going to win this? I know that Monster is the powerhouse team in Brazil, and I know that Power is unbelievable. He's played an invite in North American TF2 with 180 ping. He's playing an open this season, I believe, and I hear some ready-ups going. But get that prediction in before it happens.
I'm going to have to say, for the first map, which is going to be Gullywash, I'm going to give this to Monster 5-3. I'm expecting a close game from these two guys. I'm pretty sure that these guys are relatively evenly matched. But this is going to be a best-of-3 format, so there's also going to be a second map afterwards, regardless of whoever wins this first map. It'll be Gravel Pit. For all those who love that map, you'll be seeing it one more time on Team Fortress TV.
God. Gravel Pit? You gotta be kidding me. I thought that map was done, buried, dead, shoveled into the ground. I thought it was 6 feet under already, Fog, and now you're telling me that we're going to be able to see this map once again resurrected. I'm loving this. I knew that we would have a great time tonight, and already we're having a great time because this is Christmas coming early, guys. December 22nd, December 23rd. I don't know what time it is in Brazil. It's 10:30 at night. Alright, it's still December 22nd, but you know what? That's close to Christmas, and I love Christmas. Christmas is a great time, so we're going to see some monster stuff coming out of this monster side and the West stuff coming out of the other side. They're laughable people. It's great. It really is. And this Gullywash matchup is going to be a lot of fun. I can't say that enough, but that's 2 ready ups. These teams are just kind of tricking me right now. I hear ready up going both sides, both sides, both sides. You know, I think they're just trolling each other. Fog, wring their necks, but I can't see them. I want to tell you guys, by the way, I'm sorry that we're a little late to this cast. I know it was supposed to be at 7:30. We started up at about 7:40. Well, what we did was we flew out to Brazil tonight for this match, and we're actually here right now with both sides. We don't know them very well yet because we've only been here for about 5 or 6 minutes. We just got in. We got on our computers. Everything was set up for us. It was beautifully done, beautifully ran, and you know, we strive to bring you guys the greatest TF2 coverage that we can, so we fly out here, and you know, we're very sorry that we have to be a little bit late because of it. But
as soon as we got here, they gave us bananas each, so we could just eat one throughout the game. It's just gonna
tons of bananas, yeah.
It's actually quite delicious.
Right, and our potassium levels are just they're so up there. It's just great. You know, you need that potassium to live and strive, right, Fog?
Yeah, you definitely need your potassium. So the bananas are actually helping us stay awake too, so we're going to be up for seemingly quite a bit as this goes on.
Right, because it is 10:30, Fog, right? Ah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'm looking in the chat, I'm seeing that everybody's really excited to see this live LAN camera action. And, yeah, I'm excited too, because, you know, I can't believe it with my own eyes. It doesn't feel right to me, you know, but it is, it's true.
If you do hear me yelling in the background, though, it's probably because of all of them being so hyper-energetic, so we have to say apologies in advance for that.
Right, there might be some yelling, but, you know, I'm gonna take a wild guess, a gander, if you will, and I'll say that it's probably gonna be a little bit quiet, because these guys are looking pretty serious out here. They want to win. Don't you want to win all the time every time you go to line?
Yeah, you have to win all the time.
Oh!
I cannot wait for these guys to lie.
I asked you for a prediction before, and you
Yeah,
never actually
where's
gave
your
it to
prediction?
me. No, you never gave me the prediction.
I
What did you say? Did you say
Gullywash
5-3?
for
Okay,
Monster.
Oh boy, I'm gonna say a 5-0 Monster.
Wow, you're not
for this
giving these
map.
guys any.
I'm not. You know, I think that Pow is way too good. He's on Scout, man. And that's kind of cheap. You know, if you have low ping, you want to play Soldier. That's actually, I think, his words, his own words.
Well,
and,
now he's going to be playing at even ping with everybody else. It'll be really interesting to see how he does. Just think of him from when he plays when in North America. He plays with like 200 ping almost, and there's a big advantage for him there. But now he's on even ground and even footing. It's going to be interesting to see how he plays.
What do you think is going on right now? Why aren't we actually started here? What do you think? Do you have any theories?
If I was to go into theory crafting,
yeah, theory crafting.
All right. It seems like actually, it seems like right now it looks like they're just about ready to go.
Well, it seems like that for 10 minutes.
Well, it seems like I can see them typing right now in Brazilian.
Well, I was thinking maybe I should get a translator for that, you know, but I don't really have the funds for that right now.
Where are your funds going into?
Well, my funds are going to you, Fog. You know that, as you have helped me out on a couple
of occasions.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, there we go. Looks like we're going live now.
Oh, are we really? I was about to hype everything up for Fog. Let's do this. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. I think. I don't know if it's live on 3. I think we might be live right now. Yes, we are. And this is Team Fortress TV taking you right into the grand finals from South America. I can't remember the league, I'm sorry. But here we go as we see Ninjax rolling out. He's going to actually miss that middle nipple point. He's stuck underneath. He can't really get a point on to some damage here. But he finally does run into some scouts and a demo cannonball. That loose cannon is coming in early, and Kemp is the first pick here. But there's a lot of red players on the Monster side. They can't seem to find their heals. But both teams are playing very defensively here, and they're not, you know, they're not willing to go out there. But it looks like if Skate doesn't get out of there very quickly, because the rest of his team has gone down, now he's out there in no man's land. He needs a rocket coming out from Ole, and that is very unfortunate for him, and a full wipe for Monster, and it's looking like my prediction is going pretty well. Fog.
It looks like Power and Ole were doing a lot of damage out there, with both of them getting 2 kills each, and it seems like they were just able to control the middle point much better than QA was able to do, or SemSkill, I should say. It seems like they just kind of weren't getting as much out of it as Monster was getting.
Well, from what I saw, it looked like both teams kind of did the exact same thing. They both went to their the other team's side, and you know that's puts an even ground there. Is that Pyro forces the Uber and actually gets a nice reflect kill onto Ole, and this Uber has completely been botched by Monster as his heavy comes in, takes down another player, and the Sentry too. It's overextended out of there, but now they have a lot of off classes. It's gonna be very, very, very tough to push off of there last year, but they do have those 2 picks on Itzo, and Ole. And another pick on the Power now, too, as Sinval goes pretty huge there. And that might mean that they can push onto 2, and it looks like they're going to be able to. As they find that Demo Man, ooh, it's a nice pipe that's going to splash their med. But he's got 91% Uber, and they still have 2 picks as another pick onto the Demo Man goes. And, you know, that's huge. That just means that now you have full Uber advantage, and you have that second point against the pause, apparently. But remember, 6% on that Monster Uber. So I think that we're going to see take SemSkill, I think.
Yeah, SemSkill.
SemSkill. We're gonna see them take this mid here.
Yeah, looking at how Monsters kind of set themselves up now, it seems like they're kind of really unorganized, and they only have Medic's not even connected to somebody right now. So this is going to end up really bad for Majesty here. He's probably just going to get dropped. Oh, and we go back up. Let's see actually what happens.
Getting dropped. But you know what did get dropped? My HUD got dropped. Fuck, my HUD got dropped. I don't know if you noticed that, but our
now I
HUD's
also have
dropped. It's
floating
unfortunate.
players,
It's
too.
terrible. But this Uber is coming in. We don't know what the damage is. We don't know how far he milked it. But that Uber comes in. He's going to take the Demo Man in their choke. It's a pretty questionable decision. Those scouts and the soldier behind them really need to be cleaned up. But those picks do come out as OMG takes out some players. And that scout is now on skate. He's down to 53 HP. Pow's not able to do it, but a rocket from Majesty comes in and takes him down. And that is a pretty salvageable point now, as it's 2 versus 1. Tiger King the only one up. Ole and Itzo spawn right now. And it's going to be a little bit of a contestation on middle point as that scout comes in. Who is that scout? His name is Itzo, and he's going to come in and maybe solidify this point for Monster, as they have the 2-man advantage, and those spawns are coming in with not forward anymore. I believe 2 did get forward there, so yeah, they're going to be able to cap this point up, and now they're going to build each other out and see who can get this Uber first. The advantage is there for SemSkill, though. Fuck.
It seems that SemSkill had a really good opportunity there to take over that middle point. They just kind of botched it, and like they lost most of their players and weren't able to keep the point for long. It seems that the DM from Monsters is way miles ahead over SemSkill at this point.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say miles ahead, as we're seeing SemSkill come in with an interesting bomb. It doesn't do too much. As I say, I wouldn't say that. They actually have lost a player. I guess this is where the pause actually happened. That player is now back, and it looks like that player drop might actually be a round loss for them, and that's unfortunate. You never like to see that, as those spawns aren't coming up. But Sinval, who did reconnect, is on heavy. They have a pyro as well, and yeah, that's going to be a round loss for them. But you know, they put up a bit of a fight there, as that wasn't exactly a roll as I saw it after that first pretty demanding win fight from Monster. Fuck, do you want to take it away on this mid?
Alright, so I'm going to be watching, let's see who I'm going to be watching here. I'm going to be watching Power here to see what kind of damage he's going to be able to put out here. So we see everybody coming in from Monster on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. They're just getting onto the Demo Man, and there he goes to take down God, or OMGzers. Oh my god, I just botched that name so hard. Anyways, as we keep going here, they're just like piling on the frags here. Izio getting a couple kills, Ole, matches. It's just going to turn into another wipe here for SemSkill.
Yeah, they can't really figure out exactly what to do on mid, but Majesty at 11 HP can't chase Skate right now, and he didn't really communicate that to his team very well. But now that Demo's going to jump in and try and chase him. He gets a couple of nice stickies on him. He's going to find him, bring him down to 84 HP, but those spawns are going to save his life, and they just weren't fast enough there. Communication seemed to be a little botched, and that's going to mean that an Uber is going to be in play here for both sides. I mean, they still have that Uber advantage, and if they take it in right now, they'll be able to catch them off guard with that 20% advantage. But at the rate it's looking, it's going to even out here. But there's a scout trying to make a play here in the lobby, but Tiger King just scares him off with his pipes. Nothing done there. He made him run back, and that Uber does even out finally, so we're going to have to see a sort of a force play come in. It doesn't look like they want to do that. They might just opt to just force right into them, and they're going to lose 2 players in this, as Prod is not able to flash power or Itzo. Both scouts go down. The Uber comes out from SemSkill, and we're just seeing a complete botched play come out of Monster right now, and they're going to lose 3 players here. That's almost impossible for them to hold this second point with, and if they don't all back up now or make a play for one person simultaneously, they're all going to wipe here, and this could be very, very bad. They might even lose mid off of this, and as I say that, Kemp overextends, and he's going to go down a bit trying to make a play of his own, and you know, you just never like to see an Uber go like that, and if you're Prod right now, you're kind of just sitting there kicking yourself for dropping those 2 players, Fog.
Yeah, this is the second last push in a row actually, where Monster just beefed it completely. They had really good opportunities and just weren't able to make anything out of it. They lost the 20% Uber advantage that they had, 40% Uber advantage actually. They could have been able to just push them straight into last, and just nothing. They just hesitated, waited, and eventually they just lost the point after just dropping 2 of their own players.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that you say that, because that's pretty much the entire reason that they lost there. Pushing in, as we see Power finally on Sniper. I'm sorry, I just cut myself off there. But, you know, giving up that Uber advantage is kind of the only reason that they were able to lose those 2 players in the first place, because, you know, if they still had that advantage, they would have just been able to walk in there like they thought they had, but they gave it up because they waited just a little bit too long, and it's good that you pointed that out. And but yeah, Powa comes in with a nice headshot. He's going to cap this this middle point all to himself. Can he hit this other soldier? No, that soldier Kemp forces the Uber. Powa tried to hit the miracle headshot, but he was not able to do it. And now we're just going to see Monster walk right through, as they still got 2 picks. I haven't been calling this this action very well. Sorry, guys. But 2 picks for Monster means that the second point is essentially theirs. There's no Uber in play. We might see a dry push or a dry hold here. And, no? Neither team is going to opt to take a fight yet.
Looks like they're going to be trying to do some kind of forward hold here with the combo just holding up in River Action. Now it just looks like they're just moving back up into Standard. The forward hold's not really that much of a viable thing in Gullywash. It's not really seen much, and it's just... I was hoping that we see that coming out from these guys, but obviously it's not going to happen.
Well, why would you hope that? If you hope that, that means that...
I'd like to see something different. I want to see what type of metagame they have here in the Brazilian scene.
It's been tried. I mean, the meta, I think, at least, that the meta around the world is pretty much the same, because everything's been tried by just about every team. This is a 7-year-old game, so I'd say that everybody's tried.
Oh, as you say that,
most things.
Paul gets a nice headshot onto the demo. Oh my god, sirs. Oh man, why am I saying that? Anyway.
Another headshot onto Sinval, and Power's going absolutely huge. God. You are completely correct. This man is absolutely an unstoppable force of nature. And these Ubers are exchanged on last, but those picks are there for Monster. Looks like Prod wants to get out. He doesn't really like the situation. He's right. He needs to run because that Soldier, Kemp, and the other one, TLN, are just taking out everybody. And again, Prod has just stayed in for a little bit too long. If he doesn't move right now, he's the only one alive. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. That Soldier finds him, and he's going to be looking for him. Oh, look at this. The entire team is hunting him down for blood now. But Prod's not bad at this game. Prod's pretty good. He's able to walk out through that shot, find his Soldiers spawn there, Fog.
Yeah, again, they kind of beefed their Uber push. It's just like, they had 2 great picks from Paua there. He was able to get the Devilman and the Soldier, and they weren't just able to get anything out of it. And as I say that, Kemp gets a nice bullet into the dome from Paua once again, and it looks like we're going to be seeing Monster try and push out from this, or push into this, sorry.
Yeah, well, Paua hitting all these headshots kind of brings me back to the whole, I think, wow,
there's another one
headshot,
right
Jesus. Another headshot there is absolutely unbelievable, and that's going to actually mean that they can push on to last. And, I think that Paua was once... He takes out the Sentry. Aitso takes out TLN. Look at this. These guys are just single-handedly winning this. Aitso and Paua just walked in and took out absolutely everything. And I've been trying to say this, but wasn't Paua banned from Brazilian TF2 for a little bit?
I heard about that. I wasn't quite sure. Too, yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened, or what the deal was with that.
You know what that means, though, Fug?
What does that mean?
That means that we're going to be watching Paua on this mid here, and let's see what he wants to do. He looks like he wants to try and find that demo, but he can't find him because he rolled out the big door side. He's going to wait for those Soldiers. Actually hits 2 nice meat shots onto both Soldiers, denies them both, and another one onto his scout. Let's switch it up. Tiger King looking around. He's catching those cannonballs. Actually takes him down to about 90 HP. Shoots some pipes in there. He's got a perfect position to just spam out SemSkill right now, and that one sticky hits about 60 onto all of them. Lots of damage coming out from him. A Soldier jump trying to take him or something out. Not able to do it. Tiger King is too good. Hits him with a nice pill. But that Demo Man stays there a little bit too long at Big Door, and a Soldier might chase him down. Now his medic is there. They do have Uber. No truktruk coming out from either side yet. And a good mid for Monster. A really, really, really good mid. Tiger King kind of secured that victory for them, Fog.
Yeah, but it looks like SemSkill actually have the slight Uber advantage. I was hoping they would probably push into that, but seems like, yeah, as I can see, they had a 12-second advantage over Monster, and they weren't able to work with it at all. It looks like SemSkill just holding up on top, in front of on top of the balcony for a second. Probably a bit of a defensive hold here, but it pretty much is. They have to be as defensive as they can. They can't lose any more rounds. And as I say that, OMGzers is just completely destroyed by Paolo's body shot there, and with that, it's going to. Oh, and then we actually see the Uber pop out here for SemSkill, and they actually take down Paolo, and they're actually going to hold onto this point by the looks of it. It doesn't seem
I
like
don't think they're going to be able to hold on to this. Yeah, that Uber comes out of Monster, and all that SemSkill managed to do there was drop absolutely all of their players. And now Monster is looking for blood. They're trying to get into this lobby. This combo is walking right in. They have a scout there with them. They're in a perfect position to just walk in. Those spawns aren't up for 3 seconds. They can get a lot of ground in 3 seconds, but I say that, they lose Tiger King, and they're not going to be able to push off that. Those spawns are up now, and they really have to think twice about where they're going right now. Paua comes in with a nice sniper rifle. He's got that little golden looking thing hanging off of it. I think that's a Heavy's head or something. Some MVM silliness. And, what can you say? Paua, the first time he scopes in, he hits a headshot. This is just what this man does. He hits headshots. He eats bananas. It's beautiful. It's just a wonderful thing. And we get to watch it.
They all eat bananas.
They love bananas. They eat bananas. They give us bananas. It's great. I love this land
This game is
environment. Don't you
bananas so far, by the way. guess it kind of shows.
This game
Powers
is
is
bananas.
just
You know, Fog just
especially
said that. I
bananas
just
right
want to.
now.
Fog just said that as this Uber's coming in, and Fog did just say that yet again. But both
Yes, I
Ubers
did.
are exchanged now on last, and it looks like they're just going to take it off and they cap it. No contestation coming out from SemSkill on last there, and they just walked in and capped it. I don't understand. Well, I don't know. You want to take this mid, Fog? Because my mind is a little.
Alright, here, I'm going to
shaken.
be watching Tiger King here. Let's see what kind of damage he's able to put out here. He likes to go lower. It's spamming off the right. SemSkill actually seemed kind of late. It's very much slower than Monster is so far. But as I said, OMG is just completely destroying 2 players here for Monster. 3 players for Monster. He takes down Pow with a nice direct hit. And looks like we're going to have ourselves a first mid-fight win here for SemSkill.
A first mid-fight win from SemSkill? You gotta be kidding me. This is out of control. How did this happen? How did SemSkill win a mid-fight? I didn't see that coming. Look at this guy, Tiger King. He's crazy. He's gonna jump in. He gets the nice stickies onto the medic. The medic surfs away, and he goes down. That was an interesting thing he just did there, but it was a little bit crazy. And he goes down. I think this actually might be a SemSkill round here, a victory for them, but the Monster's not gonna let that happen. Monster's gonna jump in there. Their Soldier Majesty gets in, and Power hits a headshot on the Skate. Skate goes down. I think he dropped the Uber. Sinval is the only one left alive. This guy's nuts. 11 HP. He ain't gonna get away. He didn't do it. That's a full wipe. Monster has held on to this point, and as we say that they lose the mid pretty decisively, Tiger King jumps in and buys his team a little bit of time, gets some damage on the Skate. Doesn't matter because Power hits the headshot anyway.
Power's
It's
actually
just beautiful.
camping the forward spawn, trying to probably get another pick onto the medic there. He wasn't able to get anything down to there. But yeah, Power is just playing incredible in this game, and he's just absolutely going bananas. I said it again, there we go.
Bananas! It makes me think of that one song by that girl. Gwen Stefani is her name. You know that girl?
Nice girl.
This bleep is bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A.
You know that song? That's
Yeah,
the
I know
song.
that
It's
song.
great.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that. I love that song. It's such a good song.
It's a great
Olay.
song.
Everybody else, they're capping too. They're doing a great job. You know, this Monster team, they come back strong. They lose that mid. They come back with a nice uppercut right to the jaw, and they take it back. And now look at them. They're pushing less. They've got that Uber advantage. They don't know that the other team's pretty close. They're going slow again. They keep doing this, and it looks like if they have to focus this medic right now with this Uber, or he's going to get it. He gets it, and he pops that off. And now Monster has to either cap this point right now or retreat. It looks like Skate has opted to try and cap that point, but 3 picks for each side. There are 3 players down. The numbers are completely even. Olay comes in, and he takes out the medic. He's still on there. He's not able to take down the Devilman, but the rest of the guys come in. It looks like ISO's going to try. He's not able to do it. OMG and Kemp have saved the day, and that's absolutely beautiful for them. Sinval spawns up. Fog, that was great. That was a wonderful hold. I loved every second of it. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
an absolutely wonderful hold there. Monster kind of fell short yet again on the last push here. It's kind of been a thing for Monster. They've been the better team so far, but they haven't been able to capitalize on their last pushes as much as they should, especially with all the opportunities they've had throughout the game.
Yeah,
Seems like
it's been a lot of
TLN actually trying to go in behind here. Probably going to try and get something, a play onto the medic or the team even. I don't think anybody's seen him yet, though.
Nobody's seen him.
Oh,
It's
he's
very
going for
tough.
the
I mean,
back cap.
yeah, that back cap opportunity is it's very, very, very low there. But now it looks like doing that is, giving up the round as well. Those scouts came in and they cleaned that up pretty quickly. They were right on top of that back cap, and that's exactly what you want to do.
If he had the pain train, that would have been a cap right there. That would have delayed the last push.
But I don't know. It might be banned. Maybe the pain train is banned in South America. I don't know.
Maybe, but if
I
they
mean?
did have it, it would have been a lot easier from the back cap at that point.
It would have been pretty simple, you're right. And Aitso on mid, he's exactly where he needs to be. He shoots at these soldiers, he backs up, he gets to his med, he shoots at these scouts. Look at this guy. Majesty, Olay, look at these soldiers are going crazy, and it's all because of Aitso. He's doing 1,000,000 damage, and he takes out Kemp again. He does a crazy mid right there. Sinval and Skate are trying to run for their lives. Skate is down to...
Skate got a nice
never mind, he gets the
arrow
pack.
onto...
And the saw, and... Oh my goodness, Skate is just out of his mind. He gets 2 saws onto Aitso, and as I say that Aitso's really good, he makes himself look really bad. Did you see how Skate pooped on his pancakes? It was immaculate the way he did that, Fog.
And at the same time, SemSkill were actually able to get the mid fight there. We actually had Monster pushed up ahead, or something like that, and they were just able to capture the point, and they got the free Uber saw from, I can't remember what scout it was, but we got an Uber saw for him, and where you go. As we see,
Where did he go? He went to hell, clearly. He got hooked on, I told you. And Power, look at this guy. He hits another headshot. Sinval goes down. OMG goes down. And now Skate finds himself yet again all alone with his crossbow. He's got his crossbow. He's got his Uber sword. He's got his 30 HP. He hits one sword, but he goes down. He's not able to do it. He's not able to make himself look incredible 2 times in a row. That would be absolutely amazing. But Power still got that sniper rifle. Every time he scopes in, he hits a headshot. He hits 2 right in a row there. He's trying to hit this scout. Can he do it? I don't know, there's 2 scouts, he's down to 11 HP, he's probably gonna... Oh man, this guy loves to sit in corners. Did you see the way he did that? Gets himself out of there, that medic heals him up. Fuck, Power is really impressing me in this game. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, he's just getting headshots after headshots after headshots. He's been running this sniper a lot more than he's been playing scout, and it's clearly shown so far, and it's helping his team out too. And as we get not another body shot there onto TLN there. Not TLR, but TLN. So now
TL.
TLN.
You know, that's been confusing me too. I keep wanting to say Tyler, but then I try to say Tylen, and it doesn't work. You know, I think Tylenol as this Uber comes in, and it looks like the doctor has just prescribed some Tylenol. Look at this. This Uber is super. He comes in. He's got the stickies and the big sticky traps, and the pipes come in. Tiger Kick goes huge. Takes out everybody at the last point. The big 5-0. Hey, you know what? That was my prediction, wise guy, and that prediction goes massive. Thank you very much. Gullywash goes in favor of Monster 5-0 over SemSkill. Fuck, what do you think?
I'm actually kind of disappointed that it was a 5-0, but it wasn't a complete roll like you would think it was, like you think it would be. It's just a lot of missed opportunities from SemSkill. They weren't able to capitalize. They had some really good mid-fights and some really good opportunities. They just weren't able to capitalize on it, and Monster were able to like overtake them and capitalize on their opportunities, and as we see, the score is 5-0. So, the next
5-0.
map... Yes, 5-0.
Not 5-3, I just want to point that out. That was your prediction.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It kind of stings a little bit, but it's okay.
I know. It's okay.
So, we're going to go into our second map here, which is going to be Gravel Pit.
So
now,
excited.
with the situation... This is where the map where anything can happen. We've seen it time and time again in ESCA, we've seen it in Invite and Open, intermediate, all over the place. Heck, I was even part of a potential upset where my IM team, getting jiggy with it, we were able to
jiggy with it.
Yeah,
like
getting jiggy with
Will
back
Smith.
in season.
I love that song.
Yep, that's.
I do. I love it.
So,
Truk, can you play that for me later? By the way, Truk on camera's been doing a great job. I'm sorry to cut you off, Fog, but please, that's a song request from the heart. From the heart.
I would love to hear that song too. So we were able to upset what eventually became the AG Invite team. We were able to completely wipe them during the first round or the first half, and we picked up the second half, and then we just lost it.
You just went a little bit robot on me there, pal. I don't know exactly what you said. Can you repeat it maybe? Because you kind of did that kind of noise, and it was really weird there while you were trying to talk.
Is it okay? Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine now. It was just a little bit funky there for a second.
All right, hold on. So we had my team. We were playing, and we had what was it? We were able to take the first half off of the eventual AG Invite team, and then the second half. We almost were able to beat them.
No, not the whole story. Fuck. Come on, I'm not saying cool story, bro. Tell it again. You know, I'm saying fuck. Repeat the last thing you said because you did a little blooby noise.
To be more clear. So we just eventually lost it. We weren't able to get it in the second half. It's kind of a sad ending. Yeah.
You know, I never should have asked you to tell me again. You know, because it's very sad. I'm depressed now. I'm upset. I'm sorry that happened to you. And it looks like we're going to be switching the maps. I'm excited. Gravel Pit is tough. Gravel Pit is fun. Gravel Pit means that Power can actually play full-time sniper.
Like he has been already?
Well, not entirely. I mean, it seems like every time he fires, he hits a headshot and somebody dies or somebody drops Uber. But you know, he's missed a couple times, and I think that if he plays the whole map on Sniper, he might miss a couple more times, and that might, you know, hurt his confidence. And you never want to see that happen to a player, because if they win this match, they win the grand final, and I'm sure that they want to win the grand final, Fog.
Yep. So for those of you who are just joining us right now, this is Monster was able to take the first map off of SemSkill 5-0. Although the score seems like it was a roll, it was actually a pretty hard-fought match from SemSkill. There was some good opportunities. There could have gotten a couple rounds at least. There could have been near my 5-3 prediction, but alas, it was not. And we are now currently in the second map, which is going to be Gravel Pit. What are your thoughts
Now,
about Gravel Pit?
I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is a map. Like, give me 1 second, Fog. Take it away, Fog. Please.
Alright, fine. I'll take it away. So, see, we have the players are starting to rejoin the server for the second map.
Fog, I'm sorry.
What? What?
I just had an existential crisis.
I was talking and you interrupt me again.
I was having an existential crisis, Fog.
Damn it. Alright.
Fog, I'm in Brazil, right?
Yeah, I know you're in Brazil.
If I'm having a crisis, it's
I'm
important.
in Brazil
Why would
too. Soul's Curse.
I know. We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
How are we in trouble?
I just realized we don't know what the strategies are for Gravel Pit in Brazil.
Oh, that's
what are we gonna do?
Really interesting.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. We gotta think.
We gotta think about what kind of what do they have? I mean, they could have the standard engineer hold on second, where they have this the sentry gun behind the dark spot of B, or we could have see the Iron Man skill where the Iron Man strat, where they just send their entire team to either point depending on where it's being captured, or we could be seeing something completely different that neither of us have ever seen before.
That's what I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see something absolutely, completely different. And, you know, this is really the map that you want to see when you think of... This is what I was trying to say before. When you think of of watching a new scene in competitive TF2, you know, you think of, say, South America, you think of maybe Korea, you think of, you know, all of those smaller scenes in nature to European and North American TF2. And you think, what do they do? And this is really, like, the map for strategies, you know? And I think we're going to see a lot of crazy stuff, particularly focused around the sniper play from Power. I think we're going to see a lot of different strategies oriented around that from Monster and SemSkill rather. I'm curious, you know. I'm not sure what I'm going to see out of them, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty much the same thing, as I'm sure they have some pretty good snipers too. I mean, they're in the grand final, right? They got to be pretty good at this game.
So, to explain what's going on here with the game situation, we have a best of three situation, best of three setting going on. So we had Monster win the first map, Gullywash. The second map is going to be is Gravel Pit. Now, if SemSkill is actually able to take this map, we're going to be going into a third map, which will be decided by a pick ban system between both the teams, and we'll see which map will be played then. Now, if SemSkill is able to win that third map, then we're going to see we're going to be seeing one additional map to see who will be the champions. We're not going to go into a second best of three like I thought. We're just going to play one extra map if SemSkill wins the next two maps.
Okay. That's pretty cool. What maps do you think we're going to see if we were to go to that, you know, later portion of this match? Final match. Is Viaduct a thing, maybe? Maybe some new Koth maps? What is it? Cold Plant is in this season? Could we see that? Do they play that? I don't know.
I don't know which maps they play, which maps they don't play, but if I was to suspect what kind of map they would play, I'd think they would have to play the tried and true tested Badlands. It's what I'm expecting that to be the third map. As much as I hope to be like a Cold Plant or Metalworks, I don't know what their map rotation is.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I have no idea what the map rotation is, and seeing Gravel Pit really is catching me by surprise. So that makes me think, what other maps could be in there? Maybe they're playing Yukon, maybe they're playing Freight or Well or some, you know, crazy like that. And this is great. I love this. I love being able to see this. You know, maybe the North American scene doesn't want to play these maps anymore, but we still have the opportunity to see these. And you know, I want to be involved more in the you know, the international TF2 scene and be able to watch these matches. So hopefully we cast some more Brazilian TF2, because I'm having a great time doing this, and these players are really showing me that they have what it takes. Power obviously is definitely a league. It seems to me, at least, a league above everybody else here, but you know, they're definitely not pushovers.
Yeah, and it seems like we're going to be going live here soon. I've just got the confirmation from Power that they are going live soon. I got the connections to make sure everything's going smooth and great. So, what's your prediction going to be for this one? Since I started my prediction first last time, let's see what yours is first.
Oh, I'm gonna say 2-0 in favor of Monster.
Man, you have no hope for SemSkill.
I don't. I really don't.
I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go SemSkill 2-1.
SemSkill 2-1, really? Okay. All right.
Oh, I just
That's
have
good.
to. I just have to root for them. I mean, everybody's thinking that Power is gonna take it, just gonna lead their team to salvation and stuff like that. But I just gotta give it to the SemSkill guys.
Well, this is definitely an upset map.
Yes, it is.
We saw
That's
a couple of seasons ago, right? We saw Vector, and what was the team? I think it was Fully Torqued.
Yes.
They actually lost a huge match. Vector, who it was the only win of the season for them, they came and they really dominated on Gravel Pit against Fully Torqued, who was a team that went to LAN, and you know that's the potential.
well, it was full
That's
of,
how big of an upset map that this is.
yeah, it was full of potential former LAN players and stuff like that. I think it was actually that game that kind of sealed their fate about going to LAN. So anything can happen on this map.
Anything can happen, and you know what we do see? We see the spy. We see the spy. We weren't really watching the classes here, but we do see that spy. He's dead ringing, and he did not die, but he does clear that sticky trap, and it looks like they're going to be trying to push into A here, and that Uber is going to come and try to defend A. We don't usually see teams really try to defend A fully here, and this heavy is coming out, and they're really going balls to the wall here. They are going in. They are going with this heavy, and the Uber has not been popped. They do lose Skate, who is not playing medic. Sinval is on medic right now. That's something new. We haven't seen that. Skate playing soldier, and they do lose 3 players. They lose 3 players, and they're able to push Monster off of it. That means that they're not going to be able to really cap A as fast as they want to. But now they have cap time on both A and B, so this could be incredibly disastrous for SemSkill, as now they have to both muscle their way back into point A and point B, as they're trying to back off with Sinval and their medic now, which is very strange for me to see that. But they do have that Uber advantage that they try to get back over to B Fog. What do you think of this?
Man, this is actually something I haven't seen before. It seems like they were trying to go for, as to say, the Sinval actually goes down to Paula. He's actually playing Scout this time. And I've actually never seen both A and B attempt to get capped at the same. It kind of seems like what... And I'm not... It's so confusing to me. I'm getting all my words tongue twisted and everything.
Well, what happened... Fuck, I'm sorry to cut you off, but what happened with the whole A-B thing is that players were kind of really hurt. The Monster players were very hurt on A, and what they did was they just went through the connector onto B and got a couple, 2-3 players on there, and that cap time forced SemSkill to have to back up, and they fell right into more damage on A, and that's how they lost everybody, and they were able to cap up A and get that time on B. But this push is coming in now, as Olay is having some trouble getting onto the roof, but cap does go down. Olay finally finds some people. The Uber is popped, and that Demo Man is going uncontested. He finally gets a very nice surf, but he surfs right into the shotgun of Aitso, and that's no good. And another wipe here for SemSkill, and B is going to go, and they're going to be moving right into C here. They're not going to sit around and wait. They're not, they don't want to stand in circles and maybe play patty cake. Nobody likes to play patty cake. They like to cap points. This is Team Fortress 2. These spawns are coming, Fog. What do you think?
I'm thinking that... I don't know what to think. This is just crazy right now. They're just rolling into this point really quick, and it's... Oh, as I say that, they're just getting cleaned up here from the fresh spawns from SemSkill. It just...
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's what
spawn.
happens. When you're too slow there, you get cleaned up by fresh spawns. And they left maybe 1 or 2 more players than they should have behind them, and then they tried to push in, and the first thing that they did was get right on the point as opposed to try and deal with those fresh spawns. And those things are always going to come right around and bite you back in the tushy, Fog. You never want that to happen.
No, you don't.
But this is where Gravel Pit becomes really exciting. The never-ending, it seems, C-push. Tons of different ways, and Monster have a lot of different ways to do it themselves, as Power can snipe the living hell out of people, but he's not going to try to do that. Tiger King actually jumps in. He finds a heavy. Everybody's taking damage. They lose 2. They lose 3. Tiger King goes down. This is an interesting try at forcing an Uber that doesn't actually exist yet. In fact, they just wind up dying. Very unfortunate for them. It was kind of a staggered attempt at forcing it too. You never really want to do that, right, Fog?
Yeah, there wasn't really any focus towards what player. Even though they're trying to force the Uber, they weren't really focused on the medic. They were just focusing like individual classes and wasn't really looking that great. But we do see that Monster is ready to push in yet again, and they actually do have Power on Sniper once more, trying to get that pick that they weren't able to get before.
Fog, I crashed.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Fog.
Looks like I have to keep on going here. And as we see, finally see the Ubers popped here from Monster. Actually, Sinval hasn't popped his Uber yet, so we're gonna see kind of a wasted Uber here. Unless if and actually as I say that they get a force onto Sinval, and that's gonna be bad here for them here.
I'm still crashed. I'm sorry.
You're still crashed. All right, let's keep going. And Monster's just getting themselves cleaned up here. There's only 2 up alive, there's only Power, and just Majesty up now, actually. As Skate kills himself to his own rocket as it goes after Power. But look, we actually have somebody capping the point. Majesty's on the point, and he's really lit on, and there you go. He just craters to the ground, getting pushed off by a rocket there from Kemp. So, actually, we do only see 2 up now for SemSkill here. So this is kind of looking bad here for them. But it looks like they're going to be able to get the spawns before they're actually going to make anything happen. But as I say that, we're going to be seeing everybody just rushing the point here from Monster. Let's see if it's actually going to be able to do anything. It looks like it will. And we see 5 minutes and 5 seconds to cap here from Monster in this first half. Very, very nice time. It could have been a lot better if they were able to actually get the cap the first time as soon as they captured B. But what can you do? They have 5 minutes to work with here for SemSkill. Let's see if they're able to do anything with it. Are you back yet for me, Beasley?
I am almost back. I'm sorry for all this, but I am connecting right now, sir. And you're doing a great job. Keep it going, please.
Well, there's not really much to talk about right now. They're just building and everything. We actually looks like we are going to be seeing a sentry gun and engineer setup here from ISO here, holding in the standard dark spot. So seems like they're not going to be, it seems like Monster's going to be doing a more traditional setup here. I think SemSkill tried to doing the Iron Man strat for defense, and it just failed spectacularly. They weren't able to defend either point, and it just ended up really badly for them. Are you back now?
Sending client info. We're about to see some TF2 again, Fog. I'm excited. I'm loving this match, though. What'd you say it was? 5 minutes and 5 seconds? Are we started here?
Yeah,
we're
started.
Dimension A?
Yep,
Look at this.
Oh, man. And it looks like Monster's kind of playing it smart here, not trying to defend this A point.
Right, that Iron Man strategy is what that was, and it's very iffy. You know, if you screw it up, you're in a lot of trouble, and that's what we saw coming out of them. And Monster just played that really well when they had to rotate around, and everything, and pull them off, and it was just nicely done. But they're opting to not do that. In fact, they want to just get their setup on B, because you need that sentry gun. That sentry gun is a very, very important part of holding B there. And with 4 minutes left, they only have to hold this point for 4 minutes. This point has been held for 12 minutes before. We've seen it a million times. This is a tough point to push, and so they're doing everything that they need to here. Majesty gets a little up close there, and now that was an incredible Uber there. Nicely done by Prod, and Prod is able to hold that Uber as long as he can and really just make it count. And that's gonna botch the push coming out of SemSkill, and now a lot of deaths coming from them. Skate is down to 40 HP, still playing Soldier, and I am so impressed with what I just saw. That Uber from Prod was absolutely immaculate and really saved the day for them. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here, Fog.
Yeah, it's not really looking so good here for SemSkill. There was a nice air shot at the end of it, getting onto Delman from Olay. He was able to get down OMGzers, like, easy. This SemSkill don't really have much time to look at it as shows. They're pushing really quickly here. They have to try and get something done here. They're going up against the sentry gun that actually got moved behind the rock. Interesting spot. I'm not quite sure if it's going to work out for them. It looks like it's just going to go down here.
Yeah, that sentry moving over there, it's nice because, you never want to be too predictable for them. And Prod is getting that Uber. He is slowly getting that Uber. He's down to 90% right now, so, he's got that. And this is going to be tough, as Sinbal is not even healing. 52% for about 5 or 6 seconds, and that's pretty costly there when you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to push a very, very tough point. And it looks like ISO's actually going to move that sentry again. He moves that onto that little that balcony health pack area when you come outside of the actual point itself, and that's a good spot for it, as it's going to really shut down the soldiers who jump over the hut there. And personally, it just looks really, really tough. If you're SemSkill, you gotta be thinking to yourself, how the hell do we do this? How do we get into this point? This is nuts. You know what we're gonna try to do? We're gonna rotate around to C, and that's exactly what they're doing as they go through C. They haven't been spotted yet. Nobody knows that they're over there. They take out the teleporter, so now everybody knows they're there. That Uber does come in. That sentry's not gonna do too much for them, but it actually is able to juggle the medic, and that's gonna stop a lot of people from getting flashed there. Pow is sitting in the back. He's trying to headshot anybody he can. He can't hit any headshots. He looks at this scout. This scout is trying to get to his medic. The soldiers come in. The medic is very, very injured. He's flying through the sky. He's not dead yet. He hit some arrows. That was incredible. Oh my goodness. They were completely caught off guard. That sentry was in the absolute wrong position there, but they were able to just hold off everybody, and it went absolutely perfect for them. Very nicely done by Monster. And, you know, if you're SemSkill now, you got to be shaking your head. You got to be saying, what do we do? How do we get in here? How do we cap this point? They got to think about it. They got to think quick, Fog.
They don't have actually that much time. They only have a minute and 20 seconds. It kind of actually is actually kind of impossible at this point for them to get both B and C because of the slow cap times for B. But as we said, we actually see 3 down here for Monster. We might actually see a chance here for SemSkill. The sentries, the level 1 sentry that could is just in flames, but it's not out yet. But I think it actually, at this point, it actually kind of seems like it's unlikely that we're going to see SemSkill able to capture both B and C within 50 seconds.
Oh, it's been done. It definitely has been done. But I don't know. Monster wants to defend this. Yeah, this is interesting here, Fog. I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, it looks like this has been a bad play here for Monster. They've lost 2 of their players. There's only 30 seconds left. Are we going to see ourselves another Vector situation?
Oh my goodness. That's exactly what I was just thinking. This is literally the worst spot that you could possibly be in, as if they get onto this point. Oh, and it looks like the Demo Man is able to stop him. Majesty, or whatever his name is. I'm sorry for that. His name is actually Tiger King. He's able to stop that with some great stickies. And it was just absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry for that little mix-up there. My HUD is broken from the crash for some reason. And C jumps up there. They're trying to get some cap time. They've got absolutely no time, and the overtime does not come in. And Monster's able to hold on to this, and they're going to win this round. And Fog, I don't know. Your predictions, they haven't been too good lately.
What can I say? I've always been bad predictions. Even when I was writing for ESCA, my predictions were awful.
Oh, brother.
Oh, man. I got to preach that. But that was really close. We almost had ourselves another kind of Vector-related situation there. And we're going to see teams switch sides here. There's no special configs here or anything like that. They're going to be switching the old-fashioned way.
Mission begins in
This is good to see. This actually brings back a lot of memories. Watching everybody hop into spec to switch sides. Oh, you know, Gravel Pit is a map. It was always confusing. You're scrim Gravel Pit and you think to yourself, oh, we haven't scrimmed this in what? A couple months now. Haven't played this map once. How do we do this again? You scratch your head, you try to remember. Oh yeah, we have to switch sides. And sometimes even in scrims you don't actually do that. But, you know, I'll miss it. I'll miss Gravel Pit. I really will. It's got a nice warm spot in my heart. But these teams switching sides means that we're going to be going live as they are readied up. They're not wasting any time, Fog. They are all set, and we're going to see some. I don't know. What do you think we're going to see out of Monster here defending? Are we going to see maybe an Iron Man? Maybe they'll try and shut them down and just really, you know, punch right into this match that they are the winners here, or maybe we're going to see, you know, SemSkill come out with a huge bang. What do you think, Fog?
I'm thinking that Monster are going to try and play it safe here because they have everything. They don't have to. They have everything at their advantage right now. They have the map advantage. They have the point advantage. They just have to defend this as. I don't think we're going to see another Iron Man strat from or see an Iron Man strat from Monster. We're just going to see them play safe, simple TF2 on Gravel Pit. Hopefully it works out for the. Hopefully it works out for them. But we're going to be seeing SemSkill are actually really, really close there to capturing that final point there. They just weren't fast enough to get onto the point. They weren't able to take that dumb man down, who just sticked up the final point, and it just kind of ended kind of badly for them there.
Yeah, that really did. It looks like Sinvol's just going to wait in spawn here as they're going to try and get out there and get on A. Not much of a contest at A. Looks like they're going to be able to cap this up. They look for the stickies. The stickies don't actually get anybody. They were there, but very close to killing 2 or 3 people. They do not, however, and A looks like it's going to go. Monster, they're just waiting around. You know, they've got all the time in the world. Sinvol is waiting in spawn. That makes me think that they're going to opt to push in through the, you know, the short or long side as opposed to C, as somebody might just come back and meet up with Sinval here, or maybe even a connector, which are all very, very good ways. No, they're just gonna,
We actually
they're
had
gonna go in through
Paolo
C.
actually watching that C. There, I think he got a glimpse of the players from SemSkill. Oh, this is going to be really interesting if Paolo's able to make a good play from here. This is actually really interesting here from SemSkill. They're pushing the long way around. They're going through the farthest connector you can go to and now they're just going to go in through the B, going to B onto the left-hand side. I'm not quite sure why they completely drew out their push into here. But anyways, we do see the Uber popped here for SemSkill. They weren't able to force the pop from Monster yet, and as it shows right now, now we actually finally see the Uber popped here from Monster, and it's going to go horribly wrong here for SemSkill. They're just going to lose all their players, and it's going to be a wipe.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, that push, that really long push, I think that maybe they were expecting an engineer on B, and the last time they pushed from that way, they just slipped right past it, and the sentry really didn't do too much. But no NG here for Monster means that, you know, it was just a waste of time. But they have no idea that that's happening. You know, they have no way of knowing that, and it was a wise decision to go around. They have plenty of time. You know, you really need to win this round. This is the grand final. You know, you got to take your time and really, you know, slow and steady wins the race. But as I say that, it looks like they're just gonna try and push in. They don't even have the Uber. They'll Uber for either side. So again, we see, you know, they're trying to force without the Uber actually being there. And you know, the lack of communication is probably the reason for that. But you know, at this point, it's just, you know, they all just sack their players. But they have very quick spawns. They're going to try and build it up. You know, they have time, plenty of time. They've got 6 minutes, 30 seconds to keep pushing. You know, Fog, they've got all the time in the world, and I'm sure that they'll break in eventually.
They eventually hopefully they find themselves the right peg for the right hole they're trying to get themselves into. Right now, it seems like they're trying to push a square hole into a round peg, and they have to figure out they have to get the square hole, the square peg into the square hole. They just got to figure out what's going wrong, and hopefully make a good push out of it.
Yeah, make a good push out of it is exactly what they got to do. But you can say that about every single thing in TF2. They're up to 80% Uber. They're not really building very fast. Oh my goodness! Tiger King takes out Sinbal with an incredible sticky trap. Would you look at this? That's gonna stop push dead in its tracks. They gotta try and get in there. They're gonna try and force this Uber. OMG jumps in. He's getting some stickies. He hasn't hit anything yet. Oh, look at this. He's a madman. This prod guy just dances around every sticky. He didn't jump once. He didn't try to surf anything. He just got out of the way. Didn't have to pop his Uber. Never went below 100 HP. And that is just some supreme medic play. Good job out of him. And a nice try, though, from OMG to get him. And, you know, that trap from Tiger King, that was beautiful. It was superbly placed. I didn't even see it coming. It just blew my mind, Fog.
Yeah, and it's just another good defense there out of there from and Power gets another headshot. He gets 2 headshots to OMG and Kemp. That's gonna completely kill whatever push they had again, and it's another wipe here for from SemSkill. This is not going well for SemSkill at all. They're just completely getting dominated here by Monster.
Absolutely. And you know, I expected it coming in, you know, but that's only because I personally didn't know anybody on either of these teams. And you know, the DM is definitely there for SemSkill, but I think their team cohesion just is nowhere up to par with Monster. They're really all on the same page. And you know, they're really just sitting here and they're saying, no, you can't come in. This is our point. And they just continuously push in from the long A side, rather. And, you know, Monster is expecting this at this point. They've had this same Uber for 3 pushes in a row now. Nobody's getting close to their medic. They know every time that you're going to be coming from long. You know, you got to switch it up, maybe. And that's what they tried to do with their first push. And, you know, it didn't work. But now they're getting a little bit too predictable. And Monster's really just getting very, very comfortable on B. It's almost as if they're not worried at this point, Fog.
I wouldn't be worried at this point. Especially with the less than 4 minutes to go until this B cap, which is... I'm not quite sure what to say about that. It's just, it seems like no matter what SemSkill have been doing, it's just Monster's been able to catch them at every turn. And then we see Power actually get another headshot into Kemp. I actually didn't see where that was coming from. Let's see. And Power was just watching it from C, and and TLN gets an Uber drop on the prod. I didn't even see where that came from. Oh, and
That
Kim
came from the heavens, Fog. That Uber drop is exactly what they needed. They needed that headshot. That headshot came in. It came in beautifully right into the face. His face is no longer there, ladies and gentlemen. He no longer has Uber, but I don't understand exactly why his team is not pushing in right away. His team wrapped all the way around into C again, and now they're pushing in. There's no sentry. Ninjax actually goes down. They have popped off that Uber, but I don't know. It seems like they haven't acted fast enough, and Power just blew my mind. He just zoomed in, he hits a headshot, he does go down to a body shot, and I think that Monster is going to be able to hold on to this. They still have their heals. It's just Tiger King, it's just Prod versus OMG. You got Sinvol, and you got Kemp. It's crazy. There's a lot of people on B, and Monster actually do back off. But that was absolutely an impressive hold there. That fight lasted for about maybe 45 seconds. That's a lot of time off the clock. And with 2 minutes 30 seconds left for this, that's already a pretty good time here. I'm thinking this is about a 6.5 minute cap on B for Semvol, but Monster's not going to give it up. They're going to fight this just like we saw them do before, Fug.
Right you are, and it looks like, oh, we actually have somebody on the last point. Let's see who that's. Kemp. Kemp was actually smart, trying to go play smart there. Oh, and Power is just completely going to take off his head once again. Power's sniper play has been superb this entire game, this entire series, actually. And he's been carrying Monster on his back.
I wouldn't say carrying on his back. Maybe he's carrying him on his sniper rifle or on the top of his hat, which, makes me think Tip of the Hats, by the way. Beautiful organization. Check them out, guys. Tip of the Hats. And,
oh, I love that plug.
This Power guy, he's got a sniper rifle, he's got a back, he's carrying everybody on each of them. Maybe he can't fit them all on his back, he's a sniper, he's very skinny, so he puts them everywhere he can to sniper his shoulders. Super comes in, Aitzo shuts him down with some air blasts. He actually does finally go down. Power is also dead. There's some blue players getting on this point, they got a lot of cap time. Are they going to be able to do this? It looks like TLN falls down, he's 22 HP. This is going to be tough. If anybody breathes on him, he might be dead, but he's going to try and get up there and cap this. He gets up there, him and his soldier buddy, they're there. The demo, Tiger King jumps in. If he dies, it's all over. He doesn't die. He takes out Kemp. They're able to hold on to it. Look at this. Monster with an amazing hold. And now SemSkill really... Power! Oh my god, fuck, please, I'm going to cry. You got to talk for me.
Oh my god, it seems as Beasly's probably crying in a corner right now about what just happened. That was a great hold there from Majesty and Power, just able to... Oh, and another headshot on the TLN from Power. Power is just taking headshots left, right, and another body shot on the Kemp. Oh my goodness, this is going absolutely insane. Power is just playing out of his mind right now. It seemed Majesty and Power were single-handedly defending that last point. Majesty got 3 kills on the final point. Power getting the headshots and everything. This is madness.
This is madness. That's exactly what this is. Power. He zooms. Every time he scopes in, he just gets a headshot. You have to expect it at this point. And he's over there on C, and he's just really, look at him. He's not even on C. I'm sorry I said that. He's on A. He is waiting for the people to come out of the spawn, A side, trying to come C, and he's just there to pick them off. And that's an incredibly aggressive hold. He almost gets another shot onto the medic. He's just exactly where he needs to be. A headshot onto the soldier. Look at this guy. Power. He really is. Another one on the TLN. This guy is literally, he might just be single-handedly carrying his team to victory, and I wonder if he knows it. He just hit about 3 or 4 headshots that really were key headshots and helped his team hold this. And SemSkill really just, they don't have an answer to him right now. And look at him, he's going to get aggressive again. And just, at this point, it's tough. It's so tough to get into C when you got this guy. He takes out TLN. He's so aggressive right now. And you're right. And this, I don't know. If you're SemSkill, what do you do? Do you take a heavy? Do you counter snipe? We haven't seen a counter sniper. Really, we are right now, but it hasn't really been doing too much. We saw, I think, who's the sniper? Actually,
don't have a sniper.
Yeah, there was one earlier. He had a nice headshot, but that was really it that we saw. And Power is just completely uncontested. Yeah.
Seems like there's not really much that SemSkill can really do at this point. There's only less than 2 minutes left on this cap, and if they do cap this final point, this is going to be a long haul to defend on what seems to be the much better team from Monster. Oh, and Power is going huge again! He gets Kemp and Sinvol! That's going to completely destroy the push, and he also gets OMG! This is absolutely insane play here from Power. some say this is probably normal from him, but it's still absolutely insane play.
I've never seen him on low ping, and I'm just so
It
impressed.
scares me.
I thought, for a long time I said to myself, maybe it's just, maybe it's the ping. Because honestly, he doesn't actually look at you, he just looks somewhere else and fires, and you're dead. But now, he's hitting every headshot. It's out of control. Like, his aggressive play here, he is single-handedly stopping them from actually getting in. And something's really got to be done here, because there's a minute left. They have a minute left to push C. And Monster, again, they're very comfortable here. They've just been, doing the same thing. The predictability of these teams are not really changing the way they push. And Sinval goes down. Some Spam Tiger King gets 2 kills
Finally, he
with
goes
Spam
down
Rollers.
to a TLN with the Boston Basher. What an embarrassing way to die, but... Oh, man. I'm sorry to cut you off there.
Don't worry about it, pal.
But I was watching Powell, and he just got batted down from TLN. That's probably the only solace that SemSkill have at this point, that they were able to beat down Powell with a Boston Basher.
I wouldn't call it very embarrassing, because Power just killed about 11 people in a row. So I think that any way you die is a great way to die. And there's actually a spy coming out right now from SemSkill and a sniper. There's 6 seconds left in the round, and this round is definitely going to go to Monster, I think it's safe to say. But TLN with an amazing shot on the Power, and then he taunts him, which is pretty good. He does go down there. I love the taunt kill. That was a Power-esque play onto Power himself. And yeah, Monster wins this round 2-0. They shut them down on C, and now they have to just cap the next 2 points in 6 minutes and 44 seconds. I don't know. Let's see how this goes, Fog.
There's not really much. That's a really easy time for Monster. As we've seen from them so far, they were able to get 2 points the last time on the last half. Really, under 2 minutes and 25 seconds at what it was, I think it. So they're gonna have to. I'm not quite sure if they're gonna try and go for their Iron Man defense yet again, which failed spectacularly last time. Actually, by the looks of it, they're running Kritzkrieg, and they're gonna be defending A. So a bit of a different setup that they had last time. They still have, I think they still have an end. No, they have a heavy. Oh, they did have a heavy. They just switched it off to have TLN back on scout.
Yeah, you can't really call the classes here in this pregame, as some teams like to be a little trickish. A lot of trickery coming out of them. They're little wise guys. We see Power on Spy. That's a bit of a surprise here. And we're going to see what he does. He's probably just going to clear these stickies. There is no sticky trap for him to clear, but he finally does eat a rocket. And now he gets to go in with his ambassador, try to make some plays happen.
There seemed like to be some trickery that was going to be trying to come out from SemSkill. They had 3 players hiding in that shed at A, and they spotted them right away, and got not only the Uber drop, but they also killed another 2. And Power gets another backstab on the Ninja X, and I think this is going to be game here. There's not really much left for SemSkill to do.
I think there's a lot that SemSkill can do. They can set up very, very quickly on B. They don't have that sentry. There's not much time to get that sentry, but A is capping a little bit slow. I mean, it's the fastest one to cap, but it is definitely not going as fast as possible right now. But yeah, TLN goes down, and it's going to be really tough for them to secure B, as they're looking to get in there. Power's still on Spy. He's disguised as an enemy scout on C, and he spotted some people. He's going to try and he's got the demo man in his sights. This is going to look very, very bloody for them. No, he doesn't even know that he's there. What do you think Power's going to do?
Oh, he was trying to go for the butter knife.
I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I was gonna die. He tries to get the face stab, trying to be tricky, Power, but he couldn't do it. The rest of his team is already in B, and there's 3 people now behind them. The demo man is not there. The Kritzkrieg comes out of him. Oh, look! I didn't even expect that. But Aitzo and the rest of them, they know that half of the team was already pulled back onto Power. They sent back 2 or 3 people to get Power, and that is a huge mistake, because the rest of Monster just walked in and just muscled their way right into B. And here they are. They're capping it. And if they cap this, it's all over. So we got to see some defense coming out of SemSkill, and they are running their way. They are running their little foots, the little feets, everything. They're running it over. Power's on Sniper. He hits Skate. Skate goes down. Skate has fallen to the mighty Power's sniper rifle as this B point is capping up. This is the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. They're jumping around. They hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have victors here. Monster have won the grand final for this wonderful, wonderful league. We got some clapping in the background. Clap a little louder. We're on land, ladies and gentlemen. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful grand final victory. Congratulations to Monster.
That was an absolutely great game there from Monster. As much as I wanted to see SemSkill do well, it just at the end of the day, Monster is just miles ahead of SemSkill here. Let's see if we can get some stats here. I think there is some logs going to be out there. Let's see if I can pull those up for you guys.
All right, all right. I'm gonna think. Personally, I'm pretty sure that Powa did the most damage. He just hit 1,000,000 headshots, and headshots do a lot of damage. And I think Tiger King is pretty up there too. He got a lot of pipe kills, a lot of roller kills, a lot of sticky kills. You know, he was everywhere he needed to be. And you know, Powa and Tiger King and Prod, the three of them, I can't. I honestly am trying to think of a man of the match here, and I just can't. The three of them are really just. They did so well in this match, and it was really, really good TF2, and it was unbelievable. Did you get those stats yet?
I'm still trying to see if I can get the stats for that.
Alrighty. Well, I hope that we're going to be able to get these stats, because I want to see.
No stats. Aw.
No stats?
Power
Oh,
killing my
God.
dream.
Jeez Louise. Brazilian TF2. South American TF2. You got to get the stats. You got to get everything up and running. We love our stats. We want to
have stats from the first match, but
we did.
Yes, we did. If I didn't give it to you, I'll give it to you now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's a little bit too late for that.
Aw.
But yeah. But you know what? My prediction was correct yet again.
And my correction
down
was
for the count.
spectacularly wrong yet again.
Spectacularly wrong. That's right. But you know what? It's okay. I'll give you a rose. I'll give you a hug. I'll give you a band-aid. You know, after our boxing match, it's okay.
And you'll give me money too.
I will indeed. Yes, I will. All right. So, do we have any? Can we get anybody in here for a little bit of a conversation? You know, some interviews with these players after their grand final victory. Maybe we can get Powa in here.
Maybe we can get Powa into here.
Alrighty, let's try to get Powa in here. If not, I'm gonna be a little bit sad. I really hope we can get him in here. I want to talk to him. I want to hear exactly how he feels right now. He's got it pumped up. I mean, we could just find him right now because we're on land. We're with them. But you know, we got to get him in Mumble. Got to make it official.
Yeah, another thing we have to worry about for the interviews is the fact that the language barrier between the Portuguese and the English that we speak, like, mainly English, and then they speak Portuguese. I think only Powa is the only one that actually speaks English for Monsters, so we're probably going to get him into here.
Are you positive on that? Because
that's what I was told.
Okay.
So we're gonna have an interview with Powa here very shortly. We just gotta get everything sorted up and ready to go.
Alrighty, I can't wait. Oh boy, I'm so happy that I saw that. Like, Powa, he just really. I don't know. I think he might have just shown me at least that I think he might be the best sniper in TF2. I don't know. You know, you got a lot of competition for him. You got Justin, among others. You got some Highlander snipers out there. That there's the one guy Max. I saw a match he was in, the Team USA match actually, and it was beautiful. It was the All Stars against the European All Stars, and he did a lot of work there. As we actually have Powa in the Mumble. Let's try to get him in here and have everything set up. Ask him some questions. And OMG Zor actually says that everybody knows how to speak English, so you've been chuckled at. That's unfortunate.
Wow.
Powa, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine.
You're fine. Just
I'm
fine? Is that all?
Just
You're just
okay.
fine? Just okay. Powa, listen to me. You just won the grand final.
That's good.
You gotta be ecstatic. How was that match? At any point in that match, were you shaking in your boots? Were you very scared? Did you not know what was gonna happen next?
When we changed the map to Gravel Pit, I got a bit scared because I don't know how to play that map, but I guess I did well as sniper.
Was when you were holding C on Gravel Pit, actually, you were on sniper and you were actually getting very aggressive. Was your team playing around that when you were trying to get that pick in A before they come in?
I was calling, like I was telling my team what to do, where to watch, since I was like going really aggressive on the right side, on my right side. So I was just asking for my roamer to stay with me and come with me so I can get like some aggressive picks, and that worked out.
Yeah, that's very good. You know, we know a lot about you from NATF2, but we don't know much about the Brazilian side of your TF2 career. And who calls for your team?
We don't actually have a caller. We just know what to do and when to do, and we everyone calls a bit when they feel like it. But I think on gravel pit I called the most, but it really depends on the team's mood and stuff. We don't actually have a main caller.
Do you notice any difference in the play styles between your Brazilian team and the teams that you play with in ESEA? Or is it pretty much the same thing? Does every player essentially knows exactly what's going on?
I feel that Brazilian TF2 is DM heavy. Like if you have good DM, you can dominate easily. But again, my team was just, I don't know. My team has been playing together for a long time now, so we don't really feel like we didn't feel challenged at all. Like the other team had good players, but it's all about DM. I think in Brazil yet we don't have many good teams like game sense wise. We don't have enough experience, I guess. But yeah, it's just DM, DM, DM.
Now, do you think the Brazilian scene compared to the North American scene? Do you think the Brazilian scene could potentially be somewhat of a challenger to the North American scene in the future, or do you think that's going to be a long ways away?
I feel that the Brazilian scene has a lot of new players and a bunch of dedicated new players. So maybe in the future we're gonna have like really good teams with that really commit to the game to learn like how the game works. But it's gonna take a while, I think, because all the old players just stopped playing, and we're having like a new Brazilian scene with a new league, new staff, new everything. So I don't know how to say about that, but I think we're doing fine and we can get much better for sure. That's it. I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
go ahead.
someone mentioned the teams in Argentina. Those teams were like really dedicated, and they're, I think, much better than Brazilian teams when I talk about commitment, because they really commit to the game. And hopefully they will come back and play in Brazilian leagues again and just boost up our TF2.
The Brazilian staff had been pushing really hard to get this game casted, and we're glad that we were able to get this game casted despite the end score. We did see some nice play coming up from both sides, but we saw you just going absolutely insane. You're getting like nothing but headshots and like making all the big plays. What do you think was the best thing that SemSkill were able to do, and was there something that they could probably improve upon in the future?
Oh, can you repeat that?
Sure. So you were able to do a lot of damage towards SemSkill. Was there anything that SemSkill were doing that you weren't able to counter or anything like that? I guess I kind of did a completely different question, but
Yeah, but I think I see what you mean. I think they should just commit to the game a bit more. I remember them being really good when they used to play the game and scream, and they actually are not really known for their DM, and that's kind of impressive, like to a Brazilian team to get to the top Brazilian team, and not like being known for a good DM, because most of the teams in here, you're only like gonna reach the top if you have good DM, and that's it. So, but their team was one of the teams that really committed to the game and know how to play the game, like besides having good DM. And I don't know, they should just stop playing Dota and play more TF2. We'll see.
Everybody's getting caught into that Dota.
Yeah.
Now, I did notice that SemSkill were actually trying to do the Iron Man strat that was, except it kind of failed pretty hard on them. Do you think that the metagame for Brazil is at the point where they were able to do things like that in a more consistently? Like, it seems that they weren't able to. They had the ideas, but they weren't just able to execute.
Yeah, and they didn't execute it because they don't scream at all. So and my team didn't scream at all too. So I don't. That's the thing. We don't commit to the game as much as we should. But again, we don't have enough we don't have prize monies to go for, you know? We don't have any kind of incentive for us to play the game. So we just make our own leagues, play our own leagues, cast our games because we love the game, and that's it. We don't have any money behind it.
Do you have any other questions, Beasley? Or?
No, I got no more questions. I think that I'm all questioned out. But I do want to know one thing, Power. Do you have any shout outs? You got anybody out there that want to really just make them feel really good?
Yeah, shout out to Whisker Biscuit, my cutie. It's my bud squad. Shout out to Truktruk that is here. I love him. And shout out to Brazil. Wait, 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 wait.
Wait. Hey, Fug, do you have any shout outs?
I'd like to shout out Jerry Jiggler, Rigel Real, the whole Getting Jiggy With It crew, Speedy Cheetah Esports. I want to shout out teamfortress.tv. I want to shout out you, Beasley, and the rest of the Truk and Dash TM and all the rest of the TFTV crew. Thanks for having me onto this cast tonight. Now, do you have any shout outs, Beasley?
Fog, oh, I'm stretching over here. I got a lot of shout outs.
Oh, let's hear 'em.
First off, I gotta shout out Fog. I gotta shout out Truk. He did a great job behind the camera. That man is incredible. I gotta shout out Power. He just won the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody pat him on the back. Somebody bake him a birthday cake. It ain't even a birthday, but he needs one. So we're gonna do it for him. I'm gonna shout out DJ Roomba. I'm gonna shout out a couple of other people. My ma included. I'm gonna shout out my brother. I'm gonna shout out my sister, my uncle, my father, and my brother-in-law. I'm gonna shout out him. I don't even have a brother-in-law, but I will. And you know what? I'm going to love him to death. I'm going to shout out that community. Everybody who watched this match. I love all of you. We couldn't do this without you. We could not put on a cast if we didn't have anybody to cast to. And we need you guys. Thank you very much for coming in here. And I don't really have any other shout outs here. But I think it's all done. You know what? I've already shouted out the one person who matters, and that's the people who watch this. Thank you very much, viewers. And I hope you enjoyed the match. That's all I have to say, Fog. Do you have anything else? Do you have anything else to add?
No, I don't think I have anything else to add, but thank you guys for watching this. This has been Team Fortress TV casting the Brazilian Grand Finals of the Elite Division of the second cup, and that will be it for us tonight. Have a good night.